All right, these notes are about water. If you'll remember back when we did intermolecular forces and we talked about hydrogen bonds, and those are bonds between hydrogen and either N, O, or F. And so O here, it's very electronegative, and so you get a partial negative on the oxygen, a partial positive on the hydrogen, and it creates a very strong bond. And these hydrogen bonds is what gives water all these special properties. The first special property is surface tension. And water kind of stacks like this and makes it real strong. That's why these little bugs can walk on water, or when you're diving, you put your hands out in front of you to break that surface tension so it doesn't hurt. And if you've ever done a belly flop in the pool, it hurts because of the surface tension of water. Okay, so why does ice float? That's a great question. It's because of hydrogen bonding. So liquid water, if you'll notice, is just kind of all over the place. But ice, it's a very distinct structure, and that is because of the way it lines up in order to hydrogen bond. And so you get these little air pockets right here, and it makes it less dense. And water is one of the few structures that when it does become a solid, it's less dense than its liquid form. Why is it a good thing that water has a low vapor pressure? And when we talk about vapor pressure, it's just the ability to evaporate. So water has a low ability to evaporate. It doesn't evaporate quickly. And that's a good thing. Otherwise, we wouldn't have lakes or oceans or swimming pools. Okay, so then we've got ionic compounds, and those are going to be in aqueous solution, which is water. Remember I said water has those polar hydrogen bonds, right? So what water does is when you stick an ionic compound in there, it pulls them apart, it dissociates, and so you get your ions when you stick an ionic compound in water. Aqueous solutions are also called electrolytes because they dissociate into their ions. They can conduct electricity. Now, some compounds can dissolve in water, but they don't conduct electricity. This would be like sugar. You can dissolve sugar in water, but it doesn't break apart into ions. So these would be called non-electrolytes. And electrolytes are good. They carry signals to your brain. They maintain cellular function. And so, they're always trying to stick electrolytes in things like Gatorade. All right, do these problems and we'll go over them in class.